Today we are going to be taking a look at a game, which I never thought I'd be taking a look at a Reiner Knizia game, but from GMT is Battle Lines Medieval. Real interesting little game here, and it's a war game for sure, with a couple twists, a reimagination of an older classic game, now put in the medieval period. Let's go down to the table and take a look. So I'm not going to explain every rule to you, but I'm going to just go over this very easily. This is a really neat little system. You're going to be battling for these battlefields, okay? The first person to either claim 5 or 3 in a row is going to be the winner. You're going to get 7 cards, and you're going to be playing cards one at a time in areas. So you may have something like this. Now, the neat thing about this, and the thing that kind of threw me off, I said, oh, geez, this is just another poker game. Well, it really isn't, because I'll explain why. You're going to be trying, and as you can see, this is from the strongest to the weakest, a straight flush, 7, 8, 9. So, obviously, if you had, like this here, 5, 6, 7 in one area after playing a bunch of cards, and you'll lay your cards down like this, versus basically what would be something like this. If you can prove that there was no way that that person can beat you on the turn, and that there was no other card out there that they could lay down and win, you would claim this battlefield, and this would be yours, and that would be a dead area. These cards would be dead. Now, there are some little nuances that kind of change this from what you would think is just trying to get flushes, 3 of the kind, straights, or some value. Some value is where they just add up the numbers. There's these tactic cards, okay? And you're going to be able to draw these tactic cards, and you can only play one more card than your opponent played. So if you decide to play a tactic card, you're not going to be able to play another tactic card until your opponent plays one. And you can have these in your hands, and you can play them just as you would play a regular card in a area. And they're going to have different types of effects that are going to do all kinds of different things. So the winner of the game, of course, like I said, will be the first one to win 5 of these battlefields or 3 in a row. Now hold on here. There's a little bit more here. You could play with just the battlefields, or on the other side of these cards, there are special abilities, and these are going to be terrain effect cards that are going to do different things. This battlefield requires extended formations of 4 cards. So you would actually, in order to claim this, you would have to, as you can see here, we have 3, 4, 5, and 6. Of course, it's the other way of the camera, but you can't see it. And if nobody had that there, you would be able to say, hey, there's no way that you can lay down another card to claim this, because this is going to be mine, and you would claim this battlefield. There are all kinds of different abilities, so it gives a little more strategy to it if you play it on this side. Normally you would just play it on the other side, but this adds an even deeper strategic type of way to play this game. You're going to get 7 cards to start off with in your hand, and every time you play a card, you are going to replace it with either another card from here or a tactics card. And like I said, the winner is, well, the first one to claim 5 battlefields or 3 in a row, and that is your victor. Very simple and to the point. Let's go up top and get my final thoughts. When I first took this out and I saw there was only about a page and a half of the rules, I went, okay, all right. Good entry-level game, and it is a good entry-level game. The other thing that I kind of was thrown back out, and when I read the rules, I'm going, oh, okay, it's kind of like poker, though, in a way. But it's not. It's not. There's a lot of strategy that's going on here, because those tactic cards come into play. You've got to be able to prove that you can take, 5 of those, or, 3 in a row, or 5 overall battlefields. But the thing about it is, on the other side of the cards, if you play it with the terrain effects, that adds another layer of depth to it. So it really becomes this interesting two-player game where you are just going back and forth and trying to outthink your opponent. And it is a nice little war game, and I think it's simple enough that it could be played with anybody. Another great entry level game. Very smart for GMT to put this game out. Very good, very solid, and a lot of fun. Quick, to the point. You could play a couple of games. They even have rules that if you want to play a series of games, that you get 5 points per victory, and you know, the best out of whatever you decide to play wins the game. I really enjoyed it. The art's beautiful. Everything about this is everything that you would want in a nice, quick war game. And that's what it is, a war game, and a good one at that. So until next time, it's your old pal Rob, and for War and Pieces, we will see you soon.